SNAP benefits don't cover paper towels. They don't cover toilet paper. They don't cover paper plates. They don't cover hot food. So if you just wanted to get a rotisserie chicken for an easy dinner, that's not covered.
I'm talking about work.
You said the bad word.
Food stamps amount, I don't remember how much it was. And then she said your regular food stamps card will come in the mail and that will be automatically reloaded with your monthly amount. Mind you, this was like my third or fourth visit to the food stamps office where you have to go and sit and wait. And I had to go and sit and wait with kids because I have 6 kids.
So hold on, let's pause this for a second. Guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe, right? So what were you expecting? You think you're just gonna go there, then they was gonna give you the card here? Go get your kids something to eat. Go buy your kids the stuff that go buy your kids stuff that they need. So where exactly do you think that money coming from? If you think it was gonna be that easy just to get it, so don't you think everybody was gonna try to get food stamp? So I don't get it, right? You have 6 kids, and then you on food stamp. I get it, stuff happen, but I think you should stop having kids. I know it's not my place to say that, but if you cannot take care of those kids, don't have kids. Just don't have kids. But let's keep listening.
Look over all the paperwork requirements and try so hard to make sure that I got all of the documentation that they needed for everything and bank statements. And I didn't know, like our bank, my husband handled all the bank stuff. And so I had to go find that and print out. Did our printer work? No. Get printed bank statements and get proof of residency. Electricity bill? I mean, I didn't know what was our electric company? Where's our electricity bill? I don't know. Some of it's only like digital. They don't send bills for everything now because they, paperless push. Then I had to provide proof of my own, like who I was, my driver's license, and all of my kids. And obviously kids don't have driver's licenses or anything. So we had passports because we had lived overseas. So I think that we had passports, but I may have had to also bring birth certificates. I can't remember. It was so much documentation. And then I had to provide proof of my husband's income. And do you know how hard that is to do when you're self-employed? And he was self-employed and he was a contractor and he was doing all these little jobs. So also he would make a certain amount of money on a job, but his business expenses were so high because he barely charged enough to cover the labor part of what he did, but he had to buy all the supplies out of pocket. So it looked like we were making more than we were. So then I had to provide receipts from Home Depot showing all the things that he was buying as a contractor. And for anyone saying he should have worked harder, that man worked from dawn until dusk. We've had issues in our marriage, but he has always worked his ass off to provide for us as a family.
I think if you guys have like 1, 2, 3, and you guys can really take care of them, I think it's time to just say, you know what? Right now, I don't think we should have any more kids because shit are getting expensive every single day. And we don't even know how we're going to feed them. So I think they should just stop having kids. I know kids are a blessing. Having a big family, it's a great thing. But if you cannot take care of them, what's the point of having them? Let's keep listening.
And why did we have no savings and debt? Because we were missionaries overseas for 10 years. And he was the pastor of a church plant, so I was a pastor's wife. We did everything right. When I say that I was a Tradwife, like I mean that. And I was busy having babies. I had 6 babies, one about every 2 years. I was pregnant and or nursing for 13 and a half years of my adult life. And we qualified for some of the highest amount on SNAP benefits. I don't remember how much we qualified for, okay? Because I was completely overwhelmed with life. But I know that I had a baby that was under 2 that was nursing. But with 6 kids and a single income family with no savings and a lot of debt, we qualified for like the highest. It was never enough. Every single month, it was never enough. And you know what? SNAP benefits don't cover paper towels. They don't cover toilet paper. They don't cover paper plates. They don't cover hot food. So if you just wanted to get a rotisserie chicken for an easy dinner, that's not covered by WIC. So that's $10. If you don't have $10 in your account, you can't get a rotisserie chicken. You can't get shampoo. You can't get hand soap. You can't get hand sanitizer. This was during COVID, right? You can't get masks. And listen.
What were you expecting? So you were expecting the food stamp to cover for everything? So you guys, then what's the point of you guys having the kids? You can't even buy them some toilet paper to wipe the behind. So just stop having kids. And if you cannot take care of the kids, just stop having them. And then you know what? I think she should be grateful they give her something so she can buy some food. You know, I think a lot of people, they keep having kids because of food stamp, right? It's not, I think some people just probably having kids not because they want to have them, but because, you know, some people are lazy. Some people are lazy. They just don't want to work. You know what? So what I'm gonna do, since I don't want to work, I'm gonna try to have a kids every other year so I can stay on food stamp, probably for the rest of my life.
I was a stay-at-home mom. Could I have gotten a job? Not with a 2-year-old. Okay, they don't qualify for preschool yet, and getting a job would have just covered his childcare. Why? Because I've been out of the workforce since I was 20, and I would only get paid a minimum wage job. I have no college education. Because why? I was a Tradwife for over 15 years. Because being a wife and mother is the highest calling that someone could do with their lives. I did all the things. I did all the things that they tell us are this is how you should live, and isn't this wonderful? And this is what Erica Kirk is telling us that we should do, and this is what MAGA is telling us that we should do. I did all of that. I did all of that because I was raised in Christian nationalism, and I still needed food stamps. And I could go on about this for hours. In fact, I did last week when I interviewed with Pamela Brown for CNN. But again, this is not a left versus right issue. This is a billionaires versus everyone else issue. And release the Epstein files.
So what are you saying? So you think those billionaires, right? People who have money. So what they should do, they should just give the money away. Just give the money away. Do you even understand? Do you even know how hard those people work to get in the position that they are in? But a lot of you expecting them just to give the money away because they are a millionaire, because they have a lot of it. And then you can't really blame anybody for this. All this, because there's nobody telling you should have kids, that you should have kids when you can't even take care of them. And nobody's saying you shouldn't have kids, but if you cannot take care of them, just don't have them.